You're standing in the wine aisle, trying to choose something for a party. You want to impress, but you don't want to break the bank. I'm Rebecca Rose Phillips. I'm a certified somm and an official taco advocate. And in this video, I'm going to review a cheap wine versus an expensive wine so that you can understand when and why to spring for the top shelf. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more wine reviews, hacks, and tricks. And hit that bell so you are notified when I post a new video every week. Here goes. Glug, 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 glug. Okay, so for our cheap wine, this is the Smoking Loon Pinot Noir. I bought this bottle for $5.99, so super inexpensive. This is a 2017 vintage, and I had to kind of search the label, but this is a product of Chile. So the wine comes from Chile, and then Smoking Loon is a company out of Napa, and they bottle the wine in Napa. Okay. Right away on the nose, I get some green herbs. There's definitely like a smoky campfire vibe. And I'm not getting a ton of fruit, maybe like a little bit of cherry fruit, but it's definitely leading with the more earth-driven characteristics. Not a lot of layers on the nose, like when I come back to it, I'm just kind of smelling those three things that I already mentioned. But let's try it on the palate and see how much dimension it has. Okay, so the flavor didn't really change. The things that I mentioned that I smelled on the nose were kind of the same flavors in my mouth. It's definitely a high acid wine. My mouth is watering. And there's also some tannin going on because my tongue is drying. Okay, so for the expensive wine, I have the Melville Pinot Noir. This is the 2015 vintage, and this is from Santa Rita Hills, California. This retails for around $40, so not crazy expensive, but that's still a little bit of a splurge. Let's see how it tastes. So on the nose, I'm getting really bright cherry and strawberry fruits. There's definitely some green herbs, like it makes me visualize like green leaves. And there's sort of like a dark earthiness as well. So there is some acidity in this wine. And there's definitely some tannin. So my mouth is watering, but my tongue is still like a little sandpapery. That's the tannin. But it's soft, and they sort of blend together. I'm still tasting all that yummy cherry fruit. And there's a little baking spice on the palate, like cinnamony, nutmeg kind of thing. This is a light to medium bodied wine. And it's very good. Okay, so Smoking Loon versus Melville. Definitely the Melville is a better wine. It's definitely worth the $40. However, this wine was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be for the price. It's not overly sweet, which I really appreciate, and I think a lot of wines in this price point can be really sweet. This wine is basically this wine, but cranked up. So I got similar notes on the nose. I both got green herbs, I both got red cherry fruit, but this just had a lot more layers on the nose. I could probably keep coming back and smelling something new every time. With this, it was sort of three notes, and then it just kind of stayed there. As I tasted them on the palate, this wine had a lot more dimension. So what I smelled and then what I tasted sort of changed and stayed the same. There was a lot going on. Whereas this one, I sort of smelled those things, and then on the palate, it was just sort of the same. It didn't change at all. This wine's also a lot more integrated. So I got acidity on both. I got tannin on both. But with this wine, they all sort of started to blend together. None of those components stuck out. With this wine, the acidity poked out a little bit, the tannin poked out a little bit, and it wasn't balanced with the fruit flavors. Was this a terrible wine? No, not at all. In fact, if I was eating a pizza right now, I'd probably chug this thing. But if I'm gonna splurge, it's a special occasion, I really wanna enjoy this glass of wine, maybe with or without food, this is definitely gonna be a better wine. Okay, so I want to know, what is your go-to value wine? Wines don't have to be expensive to be good. Let me know in the comments below. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And for more wine reviews, tips, and pairings, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you liked this video, be sure to let me know. Like it and comment below. For all my wine shenanigans, follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Let's Talk About Wine. Make sure to share this with your favorite drinking buddy, and don't forget, Wine goes with everything.